my ribs touch. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go.
With the form, spin move, and zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off, and go. I had to kick off, and with the form, spin move, and zones.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Cleveland Browns. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. On play action. Now Breeze. That's caught by Jackson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Turnover on downs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. He's at the 40, 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week, it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw him do.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At the 14-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On play action, it's Breeze. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it can be tipped up and picked off.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They'll try it now with Swift. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. The pass underneath, here's Hines with it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Wilson on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
Play action. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
At their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. To throw again on second down. Breeze. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Washington.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Airing this one out for Evans. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Big yardage that time for Washington. 49 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll run with Swift. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
One more time with Swift. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Browns nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. This is Hines. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. Heavy set out there on third and 1. The throw is Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first.
Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
You talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Naheem Hines. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 22-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the Washington first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Looking long for his tight end Reed. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Touch 50, touch 50.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. And this will be incomplete.
Wilson.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson going deep for Diggs. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Browns have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Jones. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They're supposed to be off, but if you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Jackson as the first half is winding down. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Stepping out, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Running is Swift. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Airing this one out for Evans, and that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
To Mike Evans.
Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Washington 21, Browns 14. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
39-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Hines. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On second down, it's Hines. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Gain of 5 brings up second down.
Now it's Hines.
At the 33-yard line.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And
okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. And we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Breeze to throw on second down. Eluding. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. The big fella.
Nothing here. Nothing here.
And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And the question question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try to run with Hines. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a play fake. Breeze. He'll buy some time right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Wilson. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches at the 20-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Again, Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Wilson, he's going to keep it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nyheim Hines with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. Now Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That keeps the score Browns 32.
And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Ready? Check.
Breeze now on first down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
16 yards. First down, Washington.
Breeze now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Breeze again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. From the corner, Jimmy Smith blitzes for the sack.
And it's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this Browns defense stands tall. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now Wilson on first down. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over.
Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. 30, the 20. Touchdown, Washington.
Ball carrier.
DeAndre Swift, an 80-yard touchdown. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.